No, she's young, like I said.
Morning.
Oh, good morning. They sit down.
Okay.
Get your breakfast.
In 1971, a UFO was sighted just northeast of Kuala Lumpur. But that's a whole different story altogether.
He didn't get it. Oh, I get it. You see, you're comparing apples with oranges. Now, what tips you may not tip me. And well, apples aren't my problem either. And Snow White, she isn't weak for hanging around in a forest full of apple trees. She's stupid for not. No! There's just two things you gotta remember. Number one, when you're tempted, skedaddle. What? Get what? You know, make like a tree, leave, make like a church, split. Oh! Run!
As I started reasoning through the life changes that would happen as you go from engaged to married to having kids and yada, 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 it occurred to me that when a guy buys a ring to get engaged, he ceases to be the number one person in his life at that moment. Who's the wedding for? The bride. She gets to walk down the center aisle, groom just gets to stand there. It occurred to me as I thought through that entire process that that is the way our Christian lives should be. We should cease to become an entity. Why? Because you're dead. We've been crucified in Christ and raised again a new creation. We no longer exist.
Brad, are we lost? Because look, I have this map.
We're not lost.
The tiny car was shot, if not for the courage of the fearless skirt. The maestro would be lost. The maestro would be lost.
Stewie,
Wait.
we're not lost.
Then where are we?
Brad, are we lost?
Brad, look, why don't you just turn on the overhead lights so I can take a look at the map?
We don't need to look at the map because I know our final destination.
Yeah, and I know our final destination too, but I mean, I want us to get the most out of our trip, and well, you look at a map to get direction, and it tells you the best route between here and there. And right now, we don't even know where here is.
I know where here is not. Here's not a restroom. Your love has captured me. Your grace has set me free.
Ministry to me is basically just kind of an overflow of the walk, I guess. Because for me to not live what I'm preaching means I have no ministry. As far as the whole wanting to become a minister for so long and how does it feel to be a minister now, it's amazing because there's no greater joy in your life than knowing that God is using you. I mean, just for me especially, I don't feel at all worthy to be used by God. I mean, I know the things I've done, and He knows the things I've done. And I know that I don't always reflect a Christ-like attitude through my life. And to know that God still loves me, and He's still faithful, and He uses me, and He impacts lives the way that He does, just through the goofiness we do, is just so amazing. I mean, it's humbling to see God work through my life.
And every morning he came forward, took his stand, and went back to camp. And every evening he came forward, took his stand, and went back to camp. He came forward, and went back to camp. He came forward, and went back to camp. For 40 days he came forward.
Let me tell you a story. About, it was a year ago. I was in Atlanta, Georgia, and they were doing this promotional campaign about, it was really crazy, about the new VW bugs. And people were actually, like, living in these things. And the thing is whoever lived in it for the longest got to actually win it. And you could eat and you could have food brought to you, but nothing could go out of the bug. So if, like, trash came in, trash stayed in the bug with you. So, I mean, months, these people were, like, living in this VW bug to win it. Now, I'm thinking, after 3 months of people living in it, I don't want it. It's going to stay. And so, I mean, I was really intrigued by the fact that somebody would want to, like, subject themselves to, like, get trapped inside this bug for 3 months just to have it. You know, I thought it was kind of funny because that really is like our life a lot of times. It entraps us, it enslaves us. And the Bible talks about that. It talks about being slaves to sin and what it means to be slaves to righteousness. And it's so incredible just to see how God said, I have come so that you might have life and you might have it to the full. He wants you to experience freedom. Mob mentality delusion. It's when a group of people allow their imaginations to create a coping mechanism for a previously inexperienced set of circumstances. This is just a figment of our imagination, an illusion.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And denial, it ain't just a river in Egypt.
Yeah, well, this illusion is closing in on me. I'm gonna go postal if I don't get out of here.
Look, you're overreacting. No. He is just reacting. You know, I bet you're claustrophobic, and I know a great therapist who specializes in that. I think I got his business card somewhere in here. I can't seem to find it. Oh, hey, there it is. There.
Specialize in your area.
Oh, hey! I need help! God is our refuge, shelter,
fortress,
strength, an ever-present guide,
teacher,
friend,
help in time of trouble. Therefore, we
will not fear.